Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole elect. Okay. It's a brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, and just wanted to briefly go in on this this little coronavirus, and yeah, I came across this particular well, first of all, I was watching the Apostles live stream. Slovakia that they did recently, and Apostle Hart mentioned something, and basically he mentioned how they were scanning people, right? And I think he even made a reference to the movie I Am Legend. I had forgot about that scene, but I actually, when he said it, he was like they were scanning people on I Am Legend, and it clicked in my mind. So I want to get this this video clip, let you brothers watch it. Also, you see here, confirmed this is a bioweapon. It now makes perfect sense. You know, the boy at AM TV, how he get down. Alternative media. All right, but the Lord said He was gonna bring plagues upon this place. 2 Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Okay. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. You know, this place is Egypt. You know, we'll go ahead and play this clip first. All right. See if I can skip to the point, right? So what you're about to see is people getting scanned. Matter of fact, it may not be playing that well. Let me get rid of that preview over there. So they got the scanner right there clearing folks, you know? Alright. Don't this look familiar? Everybody got masks. Now, of course, the scanners are a little different. They're retina scanners. But let's continue. No good. No good. No. Get your hands off me. Lieutenant Robinson. Stand her again. Stand down. Stand down, soldier. Stand down. I am Lieutenant Colonel Robert Neville. I'm ordering you to scan her again. Scan her again. All right, scan her again. It's clear. It's clear. Move through it. Right. So and for those of you who have seen this movie, you know the rest of it, right? You know, they both end up dying anyway in a plane crash or a helicopter crash right after the scene. But what do we see here? You know, this article, because the Weather Channel talks about certain outbreaks and stuff, and so when you go to the Weather Channel, you can see and Lord willing, I'll try to remember to put a link to this. But it's a little different. It's a temperature gun in this case. An airport staff member uses a temperature gun to check people leaving Wuhan Tianhe International Airport in Wuhan, China. And what does his shirt say? Check on terror. You see? So yeah, got a few precepts. I want to go into and Lord willing, wherever the Spirit leads me, I'll get the other ones. But Alright. So I'm gonna go read 2nd Esdras again. I'm gonna start at verse 10. Okay? 2nd Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? Now let's get this, okay? Let's get this. Zechariah. You know, because some people still cannot for the life of them receive that the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You see? Zechariah 11:4. Let's just see. Who does this fit? Thus saith Yahweh my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Most High, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So wait a minute, man. Who fits this? Okay. So we have, these people have possessors that slay themselves, that slay them, you know, the people who own them, kill them, and hold themselves not guilty. Now, and really, there's more than one way that you can slay somebody. You can slay a person literally by killing them, or you can defeat them. Kind of makes me want to get that word, Zechariah 11. And it would be in verse 5, right? Boom. Zech 11. Bear with me 1 second here, Akim. Let's get that word, right? Get that word slay. H, okay, which does go into killing. It's harag, okay? Harag. And let's hear it.
Strong's H 2026. Harag. Harag.
Which it ain't no harag. They sound so stupid when they be pronouncing the Hebrew, man. It's harag, bro. Harag. Anyway, to kill, slay, murder, destroy. Okay, destroy. Murder, slayer, out of hand. To kill, slay, to destroy, to ruin. Okay? Let's see here. Yo. What does it say that our enemies will do in Deuteronomy 28 and 48? Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. See? So when you destroy somebody, you can destroy somebody mentally. The so-called black, Latino, and Native American man, and especially in American Babylon the Great, is a destroyed man. It's a shell of a man, especially when you're not in this truth. You're a shell of a man, you know? Even if you have some similitude of being a man, you know, you may not be a punk, but you are not the man that the Lord would have you to be in this world, which means you are destroyed. Matter of fact, where's another one? Okay. I should know where this one is. I haven't brought it out in so long. Okay. Here it is, Hosea. What is it? Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. So we have, you know, so the reason I prefaced everything with this is because when you read here, it says what? Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Well, it just told you in Zechariah to feed the flock of the slaughter, right? Okay, which is the Israelites, and it's telling you some of the things they're going through. Their possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So that happens here in America, Babylon the Great. Okay, the Edomites, the so-called white people, sold us, and the scriptures even tell you that they thought that the Most High was such as one as their self, because he didn't punish them for doing this yet. So they thinking, oh, the Lord's on our side. He's got to be. All these years we've been killing these niggas and ain't nothing happened. You see? So that's just lining it up that when it talks about Egypt, you see, it's not talking about ancient Egypt. You know, which some of those things did happen in ancient Egypt. It's talking about modern day Egypt and these plagues, right? And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. And these so-called black leaders in these communities don't pity us, man. If they pitied us, they would forsake all their riches and fame and everything they got, and they would teach the truth. Because the truth is not a lucrative industry. The truth ain't going to get you no money and a bunch of support. The only people that's going to support you in the truth is the elect. But you're not gonna have thousands of two-third Muslim niggas and churchgoers trying to support you because you are speaking the truth, and the truth is not popular in this society. Okay, so now that we've established that, Second Esdras, okay, 15 and 11. I'll read 10 again. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, spiritual Egypt, the new Egypt. Okay, spiritual Egypt, right? Let's get that, Salakia. Then we'll go straight to the point after this. Revelation 11. Okay. And 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, right? So there's a place that's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, a place that's spiritually Egypt. Okay, so when he talks about Egypt, sometimes he's talking about that place that's spiritually Egypt. Okay? I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, 2 Esdras 15 and 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And we know some of the plagues the Lord smit Egypt with. He smit it with one particular plague was a disease, right? He hit them with all type of pestilences, really. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. And there's been trouble with crops and all type of stuff, man. The Lord's been jacking this place up, right? So let me see. Oh yeah, I forgot there was some more above that, honestly. Woo. Second Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Most High, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Most High, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Alright, so Lucky, I had a call I had to take. Let me read that again. 2 Esdras 15 and 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And in this captivity, Babylon the Great, which is also known as spiritual Egypt, which is also known as America, which is also known as the daughter of the Chaldeans, which is also known as the daughter of Egypt, okay? That's this place, man. That's this place where the righteous blood is crying out to the Most High. Why? Because of reincarnation, man. The prophets have been reborn into this place, okay? And they've been killed here. Okay? Verse 9, and therefore saith the Most High, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. And then it goes on to the things I already covered. So Revelation 18, I want to get this precept right. Revelation 18. Let's see, I want to start a little bit above that. Okay, that's going into. I'll start at 21 just to get context. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city, Babylon, be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Well, you can still find ancient Babylon. If we go and type in location of ancient Babylon, let's just type in that. The location of ancient Babylon. Babylon was located along the Euphrates in present-day Iraq, about 50 miles south of Baghdad. It was founded around 2300 BC by the ancient Akkadian, blah blah blah. And you can get pictures. Ancient Babylon excavations, restorations, and modern tourism. People still touring this place. Ain't that crazy? But I thought it just said that it would not be found anymore. So there are plain things that you read in the scriptures that people ignore. See? Plain things. Southern Palace, blah blah blah. Look at that. Ain't gonna be no ruins like this. Babylon archaeological site. You're not gonna see the remnants of Babylon still sitting. Okay? He said, just let's read the scripture again. Revelation 18. Alright, in 21. I'm gonna read the second half. Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. In the voice of harpers and musicians, and of pipers and trumpeters, it shall be heard no more at all in thee. And no craftsman, whatsoever craft he be, shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, which the sound of a millstone goes into working. And those people are working to excavate that place. Verse 23. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. What do they call? What do they call torches, man? They call flashlights torches. You see, that's a modern day torch. They goes into the light of a candle. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all the nations deceived. Well, okay. That's talking about America, you know? Get that. Hey, well, it's right in the same chapter. Revelation 18 and 3. I'll start at verse 2. Revelation 18 and 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Okay. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the amount of excess and the amount of spending that happens here in America, Babylon the Great. Because all manner of imports come to America. You know? And I'm sure other places have imports, but we're the biggest import nation in, I guess. Who gets most? Which country has the most imports? That's exactly what I wanted. The United States. Just to show you, just to back it up. Map data 2020. At 2.6 trillion, the United States is the world's largest import country. See? The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. You see? You know? So that's, that's pretty much the point I wanted. So when you read down here, okay, verse 23, it says, For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And so, Laki, I'm just, trying to cutting in the middle of each, to get the point, Verse 24, And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Wait a minute, how is this possible? How is that? How is this possible? With ancient Babylon, the means weren't possible, but with modern day Babylon, with how long this place has been going, in the different generations of, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans being reborn and so on and so forth. At some point, the men have been killed. So it sounds like I got some people coming to work on the apartment again. I'm gonna go ahead and end the lesson here. I want to say, call Halayim Lai, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Habrakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. With that, I want to say Shalom.